Hello, and welcome to Behind the Black Veil. I hope the sound is okay. All right, where we get a more intimate look at the mysteries of our lives is what we do here. Good to see you. Good to psychically see you here today. Thanks for coming. I hope all is well. Thank you for your service. Thank you for doing the good work out there. All right, we need each other. I'm thankful. I hope your holidays are going well, that you've thought of the ancestors, particularly the Native American ancestors. God bless our ancestors and may they be resting well. Amen. All righty then. So let's find out about our weekly affirmation for this week coming forward. Oh, sorry. Am I shaking the camera? I think I'm shaking it. All right. Sorry about that. All right. Let's move this thing. Okay. Fantastic. That's a little better. All right. So, again, I hope everything is going well, ancestors. What would you like us to recall during this coming week to keep us strong and in high vibration and close to the ancestors and close to the divine? What should we recall this week? Recall this. Recall that lots of things have passed away. Things have come and gone. And there may have been some pain in the past, but here is the potential for a new beginning. It's time to harness this potential. It's time to pick up the pieces. It's time to move ahead. This is a new time. This is a new world. It's time to do new things. Let's find out more. Let's find out more. What do you mean by that? Oh, she's going back. She's going back. What do you mean by that? They mean this. Ah, another new world. Okay? Change, new world. Ace of Pentacles, new world, new beginning. Huh? Hmm? So Ace of Pentacles, two of Pentacles. All right? Which equals three. All right? I got one, two, and what else you have to say about this? Okay, one, two, four. All right? So there you go. This this is some divine mathematics right here. Okay? Absolutely. One, two, four. All right. Because one and two is three, right? So four. Let's go right to the shit. So stay cool. Stay cool. This is going to change. There might be some things that you don't like that's happening right now. Don't worry about it. This is in the process of change. All right? So just let that happen. Let that happen. All right? And start pointing your focus toward the new, toward what you're going to build. Okay? Fantastic. Stay cool, make wise, cool, calm decisions. Hmm? Hmm? Live like this. Be this person. Okay? Be this calm, cool cat. When you see changes happening, be the calm, cool cat. All right? That this week, that's you. All right? Fantastic. That's you this week. Don't worry about what's regretful, anything in the past that happened. Don't worry about it. New shit is going on. Focus on that. Cool, calm, wise judgment. Okay? Fantastic. And respect the changes that are occurring. Respect that. Yeah, it's sending a big message, or a big message will be sent or received, or there's some sort of movement, and that's the change. Okay, whatever it is, stay cool. All right, fantastic. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so I get the sensation that you have to leave someplace. Mm-hmm. It's disappointed you on some level. Mm-hmm. It does not rise to the occasion. It doesn't rise to the occasion of what you are bringing to the table. It doesn't rise to that occasion. No problem. No problem. You've already realized this. And you've already gone through whatever your disappointment was, like the responses and the reactions and stuff like that. You've already dealt with that. You know what I mean? And at this point, there's nothing else to do but just be cool, and understand that things are different than they were before or than you thought they were or whatever, right? And it's time for change. It's time for a change. Okay? It's time to move. It's time to move forward, move on this thing. No problem. But stay cool. Don't freak out. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what's necessary. Change is necessary. Hmm. Hmm. Looks like here something needs to be nipped in the bud. This is why you got to stay cool. You know what I mean? Because whatever caused this past catastrophe or whatever caused this past dissatisfaction or disappointment or whatever that it was, you either had to nip that in the bud and this a have to and had to, or you will have to nip some shit in the bud. I get the sensation you're looking at something that has to be nipped in the bud. And you're being told to stay cool while that's happening, while the changes are being made, while you're making the change. Don't freak out. Okay, it doesn't say that there should be any freaking out. It doesn't give me the indication that, I get the sensation that whatever was freak outable already happened. So now we're at the point where what are you going to do about it? That's where we're at now. Okay, so what are you going to do about it? That's pretty simple. Looks like here. Sorry, I'm messing with the mic. Forgive me. Forgive me. All right. So, yeah. Looks like you have to nip something in the bud. And how do you nip it in the bud? By leaving. That's what I get here. That's how. By moving. By moving forward. Um, by receiving the message that something has to be nipped in the bud. Let's go further. So you ain't crazy. Okay. Whatever you see that needs to be nipped in the bud, they're saying, yeah, don't freak out. We see it too. That's what the ancestors are saying. We see it too. No, you're right. It has to change. It has to be nipped in the bud. Stay cool because you need your faculties for this. Ah, yes. Obligations have to be met in order for the safe haven to remain safe. Okay? So here I get the sensation you need to employ some faith through this process, some trust. You need to trust the ancestors, trust the creator, trust yourself, trust the process. Strong trust the process. Strong trust the process on this one. Because here we have a process, the nipping it in the bud process. They're telling you how to approach the process. Stay cool and calm, make wise, cool, calm decisions. Okay? And here's where we're affirming that yes, something indeed did happen, but something can be salvaged from this. Okay, you can use some of these parts in your new world, in your new change, whatever that it is. This of course could also be uh, medical, if this is a medical thing, health issue. All right, this is another thing where you may get some sort of message. Stay cool, stay cool, trust the process. Okay, there might have been some losses, but there's definitely still, you can salvage this and build a new world. Okay, and by a new world I mean having everything you need in this new world, although from the former catastrophe or from the former whatever it was, there will be some scarring, some indicators that it happened, something happened here. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you still have enough left for this new world to flourish, to be fruitful, okay, on whatever scale, whether that's your health, a relationship, a job, whatever, okay? So, yes, there are some losses, okay, but they will not stop you and they will not hinder you from reaching your full potential on whatever scale that this is resonating for you, okay? But definitely, this is a hit of some kind that you've already sustained. You've already sustained. The issue now is what are we going to do about it, okay? So, it looks like you're going to have the grace of uh, time to nip it in the bud, you know, as long as you apply yourself with the cool, calm, wise decision making energy, you're good. And then you have to trust as well. Okay, you have to trust the creator, you have to trust the process, you have to trust yourself, and you have to be able to depend on yourself as this wise, cool, calm decision making person. So you don't really have time to be anything else but this cool, calm, wise decision making person. I get the sensation. Because obligations have to be met. And if those obligations are met, this is the process. If the obligations are met, okay, so here's the process of nipping it in the bud, moving, movement, or receiving the message. That's the actual process. But here's the outcomes. The outcomes is that we want the obligations met. We want them adhered to. Okay? If they are adhered to, all will be well. I get the sensation that this is a warning. So that's good. If it's a warning, it's not an ass whooping. Am I right? Okay, even though warnings pack their own punch, and definitely have their own, cloudy energy to them. You know what I mean? In terms of and the anxiety production that could take place in a warning scenario. However, you're already being told to stay cool. All right. So if you stay cool, don't feel like, oh no, should I be more hype? Should I be more panicky? No, no, this is not to get you hype and panicky. All right. This is to let you know that yes, you've lost something, but you can still salvage what is left and produce the fullness of your abundance. Okay. Fullness of your abundance. So maybe there's not an ocean anymore over the Grand Canyon. Now it's a Grand Canyon. Okay, but life goes on. It's okay because nobody was living there anyway. You know what I mean? Nobody is living in the middle of the sea, in the middle of the ocean, in the middle of the lake, or whatever. Right? Nobody lived there anyway. So the fact that it's no longer there is it's not a deal breaker. You can still live on planet Earth. Everything's fine. You can even go look at the Grand Canyon, have yourself a great time. But do understand that things are connected and that we don't want to cause permanent disturbance on this planet. So, same principle with whatever this situation is. You don't want whatever this is, whatever change that's taking place, whatever information or message that you get, you don't want that to take hold and become a real problem, right? But you're given the blessing to be able to look at it, see it for what it is, and understand the importance of meeting your obligations, right? But you need to understand because I get the sensation that there's a part of the process that you can't see because you're required to trust that you'll be returned to wholeness, trust that you'll be returned to safety, trust that you will be returned to a space that is safe, that you are well. All right, you got to trust that part. All right, but part of the way you show your trust, it's a two-parter. One part is stay calm, stay cool, wise judgment, right? Because staying cool facilitates the optimum work of your mind, right? So your brain works better. Then meet your obligations. That's the other part. Meet your obligations. So it's like planting a seed, you're watering it for a while, you're not going to see any action over there. You're not going to see any action. Okay, so it's up to you to continue to meet the obligation of caretaking that seed, continue. Trust the process. Okay? And while that is taking place, stay cool. Okay? Don't be over the seed like, what the fuck is happening? Oh my God, is it working? Maybe it's the water. Maybe it's not enough sunshine. You know what I'm saying? And then you fuck around and do some shit and fuck everything up. See what I'm saying? Calm down. Remain calm. This is strategic. This is not sentimental. Okay? Remaining calm makes your brain work better. Bottom line. You need to be able to rely on yourself. So stay calm. All right? Fantastic. Again, the emergency is quite over in terms of it is what it is. It's already in its elevated state if it's current, and it already happened if it's not current. But the fallout is what you're dealing with. All right? So I don't want to alarm anyone with what I'm saying. Please understand you've already dealt with the most difficult part of whatever this is that I'm describing. Okay? We're on the cleanup section. So any last words? By the way, once you meet your obligations, as you continue to do that and caretake your empire on whatever level that it needs caretaking, um, you will be in the safe haven. Your obligations met and things will go well. Okay? Fantastic, because that's the process. All right. Any final words for what we need to consider this coming week? Any final words? Okay. All right. Okay. The ancestors want you to make sure not to get it twisted, which is, I'm going to go ahead and guess why you were being told to remain calm. Remain calm. You might get some sort of alarming message, okay? And immediately I get the sensation, since you're having to be told all of this stay cool, stay calm shit, I get the sensation your instinct might be to freak out. That might be your instinct. Like that is the next logical step, is to freak the fuck out. You know what I mean? But you need not do that. All you need do is meet your obligations. That's it. That's it. You're nipping in the bud, is what you're doing. You're nipping in the bud. So it's the same principle as, and God bless everyone, please do not be alarmed, remain calm. This is just an example. It's like somebody being diagnosed with cancer, and all they need to do is go through a procedure, in which case there's no great and grand loss, like you won't lose all your hair, or, that you just need to go through a little procedure. All right. And we're going to cut the cancer out. And here's what's been causing it. You need to stop that. So if that's a lifestyle change, whatever it is, as long as you meet that obligation, you'll be fine. It's like that. So it's like, yeah, that's alarming. That's alarming right there. That's scary. And the next logical step would be to freak out. I think that would be totally reasonable. But again, this is just an example. Whatever the information is, it's alarming to you. Okay, so for me, you don't have to even go as far as cancer. You can tell me there's a water bug over there in the corner of the room, and that will be an alarming message, and certainly something that needs to be nipped in the bud before it becomes a real problem. It would meet all of these criteria here. It really would, and it would deeply disappoint me. I would never feel safe again in that space. You know what I'm saying? I would feel like I couldn't relax in that space. So stay cool is something you would have to tell me under those circumstances. You would have to turn to me and be like, Maya, now calm down. You would have to tell me that several times. Several times. Okay? You might let a few minutes go by and you might want to work on it again. Hey, calm down, Maya. Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, I got nothing to prove here, people. I got nothing to prove. I don't have no shame. Okay? When it comes to no shit like that. Do you feel me? I don't want to see it. I don't want to be a part of it. In the story. Right? Similar. right? So it could be a range anywhere from mild to cataclysmic, okay? But the point is, you are well. You are well. Calm down. You are well. All right? Get your emotions under control. That's what I see here. Do not get it twisted. If you let your emotions out of control, you're going to start to misinterpret things. You're going to start to jump to the wrong conclusions. It's going to cloud your mind. Once you let your emotions go wherever they want to go, it's going to flood your system with biochemicals. You're going to be on fight or flight mode. Nobody's going to be able to reason with you about this thing, whatever it is. Okay? So it's not a game. They would like you to know. They would like you to understand that even with the mercy that you're receiving, the consequences could be very fucking serious if you don't adhere to meeting your obligations. Understand this message you about to get, okay? Or this move you about to make, or whatever, or this power you're about to get. You feel me? Because this could even be a doctor. This could be a doctor, having faith in themselves or having a crisis of faith in themselves. It could be that too. Trust yourself, believe in yourself. And that's the beginning of doing a good job, right? Then you got to rely on your training. Then you got to apply it. Stay cool, all right? The consequences could be extreme if the protocols are not adhered to. So you still have the opportunity to adhere to the protocols, and that's good, okay? But start with keeping yourself under control so that you can make sure that your perceptions are clear, that your interpretations are accurate. And where thinking through the process is not serving you, you must trust your instincts. Okay? You must trust your instincts and you must allow yourself to be guided. All right? I would like to do a weekly reading based on this weekly affirmation message. Um, I have all the time that I need to transform this situation. I have all the power and assistance and skill that I need to bring forth my highest potential. These are some of your affirmations. Based on that, I have to say I'm very curious. I'm going to do a weekly reading coming right up. All right. I will see you again soon behind the black veil.